Ladies and gentlemen, and now making his way to the ring,
real quick
a veteran from South Carolina,
we got bout number 9
boxing,
coming up.
Mark
Reese Mitchell.
Henderson.
Scheduled for 4 rounds at 160.
Yeah, I actually busted my eardrum in one of my professional fights. It was a 8-round fight. And I busted it in the 3rd round, and I felt like I was fighting sideways.
Oh man,
it was a weird feeling.
You know, I would imagine how crazy that is. A couple, only not because I got hit in the ear, but a couple of weeks ago, you know how you get it's clogged or you get an earache, and it just throws so much off. I couldn't, and that's just walking around the house, bumping into couches and bumping into the wall that's been there for 17 years, the same wall. I knew where it was, bumped into it anyway. I could only imagine getting your eardrum destroyed.
It was tough.
And then actually fighting a man for another couple of rounds and staying in it. That's commendable.
Tough. It was tough.
That's something else.
And what's so funny? Now I won the fight at about 2 o'clock in the morning. Me and my wife and brother-in-law and sister-in-law, we at the Huddle House across from where we were staying.
Right.
And the guy that I fought and his posse.
This fighter is a proud product of the Tony Burgess Gym in Spring Lake, North Carolina.
I can't hear you, man.
And he is a proud representative of the home of the airborne and Special Operations Forces. Making his way to the ring, an active duty soldier of the United States Army, Reese Mitchell.
Yeah, most of the time it's, these guys fight, man. They'll shake hands after it's over.
And that's always good to see. You know, I mean, I get this, you know, the hostility and the hype, and you know, and all the stuff that goes behind that when you're getting ready to roll. But at the end of the day, you know, to have that respect, you know, for your opponent, and to show that kind of love is important. You know, this part of it is over. Hey, good job, win or lose, you know, and roll on to the next one.
Some of the guys that I fought, man, great friends now.
Yeah.
Great friends.
Yeah.
Guys you go to war with, man.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. I held some tough man contests and tough woman contests. I would have to break the women up after the fight. Hey, it's a whole different ball game when you put 2 women fighting, man.
What you talking about? Hey, I've said for the longest time when I watch, you know, UFC. I haven't seen women boxing. I'm sure it exists.
Yeah.
But the UFC, that those women are the most hostile people on the planet.
Oh yeah.
I would almost I would rather
Ladies
watch them fight almost than the guys. They're so hostile. It's amazing. It's absolutely
4 rounds of action in the middleweight division, and it's all sponsored by Heartland's Food, Drink, and Sports. Now for the official introduction, starting first, fighting out of the red corner. This fighter weighed in at a trim and even 161 pounds. He wears the black trumps with double striped whites. This fighter steps into the ring this evening for the 20th time over his illustrious professional boxing career, hailing from Columbia, South Carolina, Mark Mayhem Henderson. And his opposition across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He scaled in at a trim and ready, 160 pounds even. Tonight, he wears the white trunks.
I think it's on my end.
Over the course of his professional boxing campaign, it has rendered perfection. 2 wins, 0 defeats. Both of those victories by way of highlight reel knockouts. He hails from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, by way of Norristown, Pennsylvania. Introducing Reese Mitchell.
All right, gentlemen, went over the rules in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Trunks are good. Touch them up. Good luck and back them up.
Yeah, that was, I want to say, what, August? I was here for that one. Yeah. Hey, Mitchell come out real aggressive. Oh, okay. All right. Respect. Absolutely. Yeah, like you were talking about before, as we go along, you see that the skill set on a lot of these fighters seems to get better as we go. These guys seem to be, well skilled and tactical. For lack of better words, studying, throw a couple jabs, learning as they go, and not being reckless. Just really trying to feel out exactly what their attack plan is going to be. Mitchell again on attack has got Anderson pushed up in the corner, doing some work, throwing a couple jabs, just trying to touch him. Nothing real effective yet, but just staying busy. Got him up against the ropes. Got him tied up a little bit up against the ropes, hugging it out for a second. Yeah, I can't hear him. Got it back?
You good?
Got it now. All right, now we're tracking. It's expected to have a couple of, hey, if these celebrities can have a wardrobe malfunction and we can have a technical malfunction, yeah, pushing buttons and stuff we got no business pushing, we'll work it out. It's going to be all right.
I mean, me and you are like the first few fights. That's what we are right now.
That's exactly right.
We're just a couple of rookies out here trying to.
Hey, doing the best we can.
That's it, doing the best we can.
Round one is in the books. I got to say on that one, Mitchell, I'd give that one to Mitchell.
Yeah.
Not just on aggression, but he was landing a couple, just light touches. It didn't seem like it was anything super heavy, but enough to stay busy, I think, and in the mind of the judges, maybe to woo them or to sway them his way to get that first round in the books.
Yep, definitely a whole lot busier fighter. Like I say, he's on his toes. 4-round fight. I can see him being on his toes all 4 rounds.
Absolutely.
So Mark Anderson had better be in shape, because I can tell that Reese Mitchell's definitely in shape.
It's almost somewhat like the Bryce Mills and Delgado fight to an extent, to where Mitchell is more aggressive and just more tactical and is able to land more and whatnot. I mean, not dominating him as much as Mills had dominated Delgado, but pretty close,
Right.
as far as pace and pressure as he has on his belt. He believes in it because he is providing a lot of pressure.
Both fighters got their feet tangled up a little.
Mitchell working the body, back up to the left to the head. Mitchell working the body again in the clutch. Back upstairs, backs away.
Mitchell can just get his distance right. He seems to smother his punches a little bit on his way in.
Oh, no, Anderson was able to get off a nice right to the temple of Mitchell. It's one of the most effective punches I've seen him throw tonight. Back in the clinch, Mitchell working the body again. But Anderson with no quit in him. I mean, he's swinging.
Nice left hook.
Both fighters back to the middle of the ring. Slowed the pace down just a little bit. Anderson with a couple left jabs that missed.
Yeah, if he could just use that jab a little more and use his feet work, it worked pretty well for him. He's got the frame, but being on the inside, he's not able to use his frame.
Right. We had one of the fights, like I forget which one, that was earlier tonight. There was the same kind of thing where there was an obvious reach advantage, but he was, not giving himself that distance so he can actually use that reach. Effectively.
Yeah, the most dangerous weapon in boxing is the jab because it can set everything up and it can keep the opponent off of you.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a real aggressive opponent. If you got good footwork and a good jab, it can at least protect you. Mitchell's not got as much bounce as he did earlier. He starts again. Maybe both fighters thinking they may save a little bit for the next round.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Just thinking, okay, all right, this one's about over. This next one we're gonna have to go for broke.
Are you in the Rock Hill area and looking for that perfect property? Well, for all of your real estate needs, call Miss Paula Simon with Allen Tate Realty out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. This evening, you can find Miss Paula Simon over at the Beverage Center. She's been serving you your drinks all night, and she'll be happy to serve you in the real estate community here in Rock Hill.
Definitely pop the jab and keep him on the outside. Do not let him get inside because he's getting outworked. His only chance at winning is keeping Reese on the outside. When Mitchell's on the inside, it smothers Anderson's punches, but it smothers his own. But he don't have to worry about Anderson's power when he's on the inside. As a shorter fighter, you always want to put your head on that taller fighter's chest.
Okay, right. And once again, Mitchell pushing. Anderson has to have Anderson backed up against the ropes, back out, getting close to the center again.
Nice.
He hits him with a nice combo. Backs him up a little bit. Try to sneak a little uppercut in there that missed.
Yeah, I feel if Mitchell would turn it up a little bit, he might could get Anderson out of here.
Yeah. I believe you're right.
Let's see if he lives up to the name, Pressure.
Right, Pressure, right. And he's providing a good amount of it. If anything, he's smothering him. Working the body while he's got him on the inside, and he then comes back upstairs, pretty effectively. Just tapping him, just hitting him with a couple light punches.
But Anderson's a game fighter. He's going into round 3, so he's been putting in some work at the gym.
It's really good to see no quit. I've said that I know a couple of times tonight with some of these guys are getting dominated or they're clearly not winning and they don't quit. As opposed to the fights that we were talking about at the same venue a couple of months ago where we saw I can remember one clear one, maybe even two, that just flat gave up, you know. Just had nothing, got hit, didn't like it, and they just went down and took a knee. But tonight's lineup has been really good. There hasn't been one person, if they didn't get knocked out, that gave up. They just stayed in it the whole time.
That's right. Yeah, this sport will make you dig deep, make you go somewhere you've never been before. And that's when you have to dig down deep, find out whether you got it or not.
Yeah.
One of my 2 losses that I had, I was 20-2, but I'm more proud of my loss as a 12-round title fight loss. Shattered nose in the 3rd round, cut over both eyes, and just taking a pounding the last 9 rounds. But I had to dig deep, go somewhere I'd never been, just to know that I could do it. So that's my proudest moment as a professional fighter. I take that fight over any of my 20 wins, because there was 990 out of 1,000 people. Just took the easy way out.
That's right.
I was there to win.
Yeah, that's right. I love it.
To the last bell.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
And I was fighting DeAndre Abram, who was in the United States Army, and he one of the hardest punchers in U.S. amateur history. Had like an ungodly amount of first-round knockouts. That's with headgear and gloves. He was named on the All-Army all-time boxing team, and I got to go to war with him.
Yeah.
And he passed away in a car wreck a couple months ago.
Oh, wow. No kidding.
Wow. Did, really good dude, too, man.
Wow. Man, that's unfortunate. We hear about that way too often, but this year's
DeAndre
Abram on people. Yeah,
DeAndre Abram, man, really good dude. Yeah, the very next fight after he beat me for the WBO NABO title, he went to Germany and fought the legitimate light heavyweight world champion. He lost 12-round decision. But
wow.
That's how close I was to fight for the world title.
Wow. Wow, right at the doorstep. You were standing right on the doormat. Man.
That's it. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. I bet it was. All right, we'll see what Anderson's got this round.
Yep.
What's going on, man? Yeah, he's got to know that he's down, and as we said, there's Mitchell, giving him a couple shots to the body that struck. Back upstairs with a left hook that hit.
Yeah, Anderson's actually putting in some work this round. Mitchell's slowing down just a little.
Yeah. But at this point, you wonder, can Anderson or can he summons enough power, being tired or being exhausted at this point to have a positive effect for him? Can he still hurt him? Can he do something with it? Seeing as how Mitchell seems to still be a little more fresh than he is, and he's been more effective than he's been. But like you said, that comes to the digging deep. You got a limited amount of time to make your statement. Here in the last round, got to get it done.
Yeah, both these guys going toe to toe right now. I said they're not looking at each other; they're throwing punches at each other.
Right. Right.
We call it in the gym. It's called give and take. You're gonna throw and give yours, and then you're just gonna lay back and take what he throws. And it's give and take.
Mitchell's working.
Nice.
Mitchell's working him up against the rope.
Mitchell's finishing strong. Anderson is still throwing.
Absolutely, he came out of. He's getting abused. If I'm seeing correctly, his right eye is taking a good amount of punishment, swollen up a little bit. Anderson's is.
Yep.
But yet here he is in the center of the ring going towards.
So I learned right then I better learn what a jab is.
Right. Oh, man.
So you just got to take whatever a guy beats you doing, you better add it to your repertoire.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hey, that's my man. Look at. Hey. Oh, we got one of my partners in the booth trying to put the headset on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this 4-round contest goes to the scorecards.
Here we go with the decision.
Judge Troy Stamey sees it 40-36. Sean Woods the same. And Barry Lindeman also 40-36. All for your winner by unanimous decision. And still undefeated, Reese Reese, congratulations, another big victory for you. What are your thoughts about this victory tonight and any special words to those fans from Fort Bragg or Norristown, PA?
First off, got some things to work on. We'll get back to the gym on Tuesday and tighten up. But number one, I want to thank my brothers, my dad, who traveled down from Norristown, PA,
the same
to come support you, come support me.
Talking about is that
everybody in the 82nd who I'm sharing with, friends who are still in right now,
it wasn't a perfect
the support is surreal. I love you guys. I'll do better next time.
And that's amazing to athletes when you win or when you succeed.
I want to thank my
and
coach,
you still realize,
Coach Antonio. He's probably pissed at
I'm
me
not
because
God's
I
gift to
gotta
this
work on
sport.
good.
I
Appreciate it,
don't
Ebony.
know,
Great
I got
time
some
as a
things
first
that I
time
could
coach.
do better.
You did all right. You got things to work on.
And
But other
I
than
like
man,
that. I really do.
I want to thank Mr. Tony for giving me the opportunity to
small
go
things that
professional,
separate
standing behind me and getting me
great from the
to
good.
these fights during the COVID, keeping me active.
That's what I told all
Back in
my
the gym on
fighters I've
Tuesday.
trained.
Well, we definitely
What I
look
told
forward to more
all the football
performances
kids
in the
that I
future.
coach,
You look
basketball
sharp
kids that I
tonight,
coach.
and we're going to see it again one more time.
You
Your
wanna
winner,
separate yourself
Reese
good. Small things better
Mitchell.
than that person beside you.
Right.
It's repetition. Try to be faster. Try to hit harder.
Right.
Just do the small